You're broke because you're being played by a system designed to keep you in survival mode while others keep cashing in on your struggle. In this episode of Antitrust Insider, I'll walk you through the 5 things that are keeping you broke and how to break free one move at a time. I've seen it all. For nearly 25 years, I worked at the DOJ where I investigated some of the largest antitrust cases in the country. Now in retirement, I'm working for you. Welcome to the Antitrust Insider. You're not broke because you're lazy, you're not broke because you're not smart enough, and you're definitely not broke because you're not hardworking. So get those ideas out of your head. I'm not a lawyer or financial advisor, but this isn't just some casual observation. This is real talk from someone who spent 25 years with the U.S. Department of Justice investigating the actual mechanisms of power, money, and manipulation. So let's get into it. Number 5, your bad habits are bleeding you dry. Don't believe me? Listen to this. The average smoker spends $2,555 per year. A $7 vape pod every other day, that's still $1,200 a year. And a $6 coffee, say 5 days a week at work, that's $1,500 per year. A bottle of wine here, a few DoorDash orders there, and before you know it, you're flushing thousands down the convenience drain. But it's not just about money, it's about momentum. These habits hijack your dopamine system, and you become dependent on the next hit of pleasure instead of building long-term financial value. Here's the other shoe dropping. Industries know this. Of course they do. They spend billions engineering products and ads that train you to want what keeps you broke. They make you think you're choosing it, but you're not, at least not entirely. You're being nudged into buying these things. How do you stop this? Start small. Track every penny for 30 days. Not to shame yourself, but to expose the invisible patterns. Cancel bad habits by replacing one dopamine hit with one return on investment habit. Cancel unneeded subscription services and apps. Care for yourself by drinking more water, read 5 pages, and walk for 10 minutes a day. This will help you to build the muscle of delayed gratification, and that is where freedom begins. Number 4 is the inflated lifestyle, also known as living above your means. This will quickly and invariably keep your money down. You got a raise? That's great, but then came the new phone, the upgraded apartment, the 3rd streaming service, and just like that, your expenses grew just as fast as your income. Here's the dirty little secret. The system depends on you living just a little outside your means. Credit cards, auto loans, the buy now, pay later apps, they're all designed to make you feel richer without actually becoming richer. They don't want you to own, they want you to owe. Case in point, even Americans making $100,000 a year still report living paycheck to paycheck. Why? Because they're spending to match the illusion of success instead of actually building wealth. The fix? Lock in your lifestyle below your income. Every time your income goes up, act like it didn't. Invest the difference. Wealth isn't about how much you make, it's about how much you keep and multiply. Number 3, financial illiteracy. No one taught you how money works, and that was intentional. It's a safe bet that you learned about parallelograms in school, but you never learned about compound interest. You can recite the preamble to the Constitution, but you might have no idea what a Roth IRA is. In fact, you may even believe that Roth IRAs and retirement tools like it are for other people and not you. Listen, that's not your fault. That's by design. Let me be clear, financial ignorance is profitable for them. When you don't understand how debt compounds, you'll easily sign up for a 24% APR credit card. When you don't understand how the stock market works, you'll let your money rot in a 0.01% interest account. And when you don't understand taxes, you'll overpay quietly every year while the wealthy write off their yachts. How to fix this? You don't need a degree in economics. Simply start with these 3 concepts. Budgeting. Know where every dollar is going. Investing. Automate it. Start small and learn about index funds. Debt management. Pay high interest debt first and refinance where you can. And here's a quick pro tip. Read at least one good money book. There are lots of them out there. Rich Dad Poor Dad has always been a favorite of mine, but choose whatever works for you. Information alone does not equal power. It only becomes power when you apply that information. Number 2 is systemic extraction. The system is designed to extract value from you, not build in you. This is the reality. From your paycheck to your prescriptions, someone is profiting off your confusion. You're underpaid because of industry collusion and suppressed wage mobility. Your rent is high because of private equity firms buying up housing. Remember, to banks, collection agencies, and Wall Street investors, your debt is highly profitable. And yes, I've seen it from the inside. At the DOJ, I witnessed how big players manipulate markets, block competition, and trap customers into high-cost options. This is not a conspiracy, okay? It's a business model. What can you do? You can't out-hustle a system designed in this way, but you can stop feeding it by outsmarting it. Move your money to a credit union. The biggest difference between a credit union and a bank is that credit unions are not-for-profit and member-owned, while banks, as you well know, are for-profit and owned by investors. Buy used stuff when you can. Thrift stores are often stocked with great stuff. If you still like your merch new, consider buying at local stores and shops to support businesses that don't exploit you or your money. Vote with your wallet and learn your consumer rights. You don't need to become an activist, just become less exploitable. And number 1, the biggest reason you're broke is believing that you're stuck. Something inside you believes that people like you, and I'm doing air quotes here, can't change their economic status in life. Don't blame yourself, you were taught to believe that. And that misguided belief is a major part of the problem. You've been conditioned to think that financial stability is only for the lucky, the brilliant, or the already wealthy. But the truth is, your brain, your habits, your focus, those are the assets that you've always had. You don't need perfect credit, you need a plan. You don't need to make 6 figures. You need to stop letting them siphon what you already earn. You don't need a breakthrough, you need a breakdown of how the system works and how you can beat it. The fix for this is shifting your thinking and taking agency. Every choice you make that protects your time, your health, and your attention is a wealth-building move. As you build your skills, you'll build your confidence. And most importantly, build your belief in the fact that you yourself are not broken. The system is designed to make you feel that way. And always remember that systems can be outsmarted. You've been told the game is fair. Believe me when I tell you, it's not. But you're not powerless. Start building up from exactly where you are and remove yourself from the systemic traps. And if this episode helped you, even in a small way, share it with someone else who's trying to escape the paycheck to paycheck life. Take the small steps first, build on those, and the big steps will kick in before you know it. If you found this video helpful and informative, please hit that subscribe button, like, and comment. Until next time, stay vigilant, stay honest, and come back for more Antitrust Insider.